What if it doesn't work? What if I take that risk, put myself out there, give everything I have, and still fail? What if people laugh at me? What if I look silly? What if I spend all this time chasing something and it never becomes what I thought it could be? Those are the questions we ask ourselves before we ever take the first step. We imagine every way it could go wrong before we ever give ourselves permission to imagine what could go right. What if it doesn't work out? What if I lose? What if I fail? What if I'm not good enough? But let me ask you something else. What if it does work? What if the risk you're afraid to take becomes the decision that changes your entire life? What if the idea you keep thinking about actually becomes something real? What if all those dreams you keep pushing to the back of your mind are possible? What if you really can pull off a miracle? Then what? What if you become someone nobody expected you to become? What if you prove yourself wrong? Forget everybody else for a second. What if you prove to yourself that you were capable of so much more than you ever believed? Why not you? Seriously, why not you? Somebody is going to achieve the goal you're dreaming about. Somebody is going to build the business. Somebody is going to transform their life. Somebody's going to become the first person in their family to do something incredible. Somebody's going to walk into the opportunity they once prayed for. Why have you already decided that person can't be you? You have a brain. You can learn. You can study the plan. You can make decisions. You can fail and learn from it. You can change direction. You can grow. You can become better. But at some point, you have to lock in. You have to stop treating your future like something that will magically happen to you and start treating it like something you are responsible for building. Locking in doesn't mean you're gonna wake up motivated every day. Some mornings you're gonna be tired. Some days you're gonna doubt yourself. Some days the goal that once excited you is gonna feel like work. 'Cause that is exactly what it becomes. Anybody can chase a dream when it's exciting. Anybody can work hard when results are showing up. Anybody can believe in themselves when everybody around them is cheering. But who are you when nobody is watching? Who are you when nobody is clapping? Who are you when you've been working and nothing seems to be changing? Who are you when you post and nobody watches, when you apply and get rejected, when you study and still struggle, when you try and fall short? That is where the person you are becoming is built. Not on the easy days. On the days when quitting would be easier and you decide to keep moving anyway. Everybody loves having goals, but the hardest thing to do is take action. It's easy to dream. It's easy to make a plan. It's easy to talk about what you're gonna do. It's easy to tell yourself, I'm gonna start Monday, or I'll do it when I have more money, or I'll start when I'm more confident. But what if confidence never comes first? What if confidence is something you build after you start? You don't become confident by standing still and thinking about everything you could do. You become confident by doing something that scares you and realizing you survived it. Every time you keep a promise to yourself, you build trust with yourself. Every time you get up and work when you don't feel like it, you prove that your feelings don't control your future. Every time you fail and come back, you become harder to stop. I'm not gonna regret locking in. I'm not gonna regret giving myself a real chance. I'm not gonna regret trying to become something more. You know what I will regret? Slacking off and blowing it. I will regret knowing I had a goal but never really went after it. I will regret knowing I had potential but spent more time being afraid than taking action. I will regret looking back 5 years from now, wondering how different my life could have been if I had just started. Failure doesn't scare me as much as regret does, because failure gives you something. It gives you experience, it gives you a lesson. It tells you what didn't work so you can come back smarter. Regret gives you nothing except a question you can never answer. What if I had actually tried? Imagine meeting the version of yourself who didn't quit. Imagine meeting the person you could become if you stopped letting fear make decisions for you. That version of you woke up and did the work. They stopped waiting for the perfect time. They made the call, they started the business. They walked into the gym. They opened the book. They sent the application. They took the opportunity. They failed, adjusted, and tried again. And again. And again. And again. Imagine looking at everything that person accomplished and realizing the only thing separating you from them was action. Don't let it become your story. Keep going.